Hello, welcome to COSC 1437. This is Professor Serrano-Correa. This is a small orientation, a short orientation, so that you understand what's required for the class. We'll go over the syllabus and just how the class works. If you took my previous class, COSC 1436, either using C++ or Swift, then it works pretty much like those classes. You'll have chapter lab assignments, chapter quizzes, and 2 exams. So let's take a look here under announcements. Please always look at the announcements. Anytime I post an announcement, it goes to your email. So make sure that your email on Blackboard is correct. And so to know if your email is correct, you're going to go under My DCCD and you're going to check your email information under Personal Information. You're going to go to Edit Personal Information and make sure that this is the email that you want all the announcements sent to. Also, you'll participate in discussion boards, and if you want to receive a notification that somebody has posted to the discussion, then you can subscribe and those notifications will go to your email. Okay, so going back to courses, let's see, summer class. Okay, so under here is some information about me so you can get to know me. I don't have an office on campus, so you have to email me if you have any questions. I do have a phone number here. This phone number is to get in contact with the instructional associate for the computer science department. Her name is Marian Johnson, and she can help with some questions, but I'd rather you go through me. I will refer you to Miriam if you need things like you got to borrow a book or you need to use the lab, things like that. We do have a lab on campus that you can use. The lab is in A206, and they can help you with eCampus. Again, you can use their books, you can use the software, but we don't typically have a programming tutor in the summer, so I'm not sure that anybody will be there to help you with programming specifically. So if you need help, then I will be able to help you through email or some other way. Okay, so let's take a look at the syllabus. Here's your required textbook, Java Programming 5th edition. So if I copy that and I do a Google search, just want to show you what it looks like. Here it is on Amazon. You can buy it used. You don't have to buy it new. You can rent it. So there's options to rent the book. There are ebooks that you can also rent for 4 months. You can even rent the physical books, or you can buy it and keep it for yourself. So this is the book, and it is the, let's see here, the 5th edition? Yeah, the 5th edition. Okay. For the software, you're going to need 2 things. You're going to need the JDK. And if you have the JDK, you can use Notepad to work on your programs. But I suggest that you get an interface, a Java user interface like NetBeans, or I didn't put it on here, but it's going to be under assignment 0. There's another one that I like a little bit more because it seems to be easier for the students to install, and that one is called, what's the name of that? let's see, Eclipse. So Eclipse and NetBeans are the two user interfaces that that you could use. And then here's a link for the JDK. So you install the JDK, then you install either Eclipse or NetBeans, either one. And all that is free. The software is all free. Okay. The prerequisite for this class is COSC 1436 and at least algebra, college level algebra. The start date is June the 6th. The class ends July the 3rd. Drop date is June the 25th. And then here's the certification day. This is the day that I certify the students have attended. This is for financial aid reasons. So if you're on financial aid, make sure that you're on track and attending the class when I certify June the 10th. This is the 15-week course outline. I do have the course schedule here on the left-hand side for our class, which is a 4-week class. So I have some information here, making sure that you do your own work. You don't copy other people's program. Copying a program is just like copying somebody's paper. The way that we write, let's say English, is unique to us. The way that we program is also unique to us. And so you can get people to help you with debugging your program, but you don't want to just take somebody else's work or have somebody write the code for you. There are lots of sources out there on the internet that can give you the answers, but don't do it. Don't submit something that's not yours. Make sure that you code everything yourself. As far as the work that's going to be graded, you're going to have a syllabus quiz. So you'll read the syllabus and there'll be some questions about it. You'll have 10 programming assignments, 10 lab assignments. You'll have 12 quizzes that count for a grade. There's a quiz for each chapter. You'll have 2 written assignments and 2 exams, a midterm and a final. The point system is 1,000, 900 to 1,000 is an A, 800 to A9 is a B, and so on and so forth. I do take 1 point off per day an assignment is late. I do allow students to make corrections to assignments, but only if the assignments have been turned in on time. So if you turn in something on time, you can correct it. Now sometimes I'll ask you to correct something that you may not have turned in on time, and it usually has to do with things like you forgot to submit a screenshot or you forgot to submit the .java file. I'll let you know if you forgot to turn in something or it wasn't, named properly. I'll let you know that, and you can submit it without any penalty points. The midterm and the final exams will come from your quizzes. There'll be questions like the ones that you'll see on your quiz. And the quiz questions, the midterm, and the final are all multiple choice. So on the syllabus, and also on eCampus, on here on Blackboard, there's a phone number if you have any kind of issues with eCampus. You have to call this number. I can't help you. It's 972-669-6402. You can also find this number here under My DCCD. Let's see, where does somewhere it has the number. Right here, where's my course? And then there's a number here, 972-669-6402, or the 1866 number. and somebody will answer the phone and they will help you. I've used that number many of times needing help myself as an instructor. So if you for some reason forget your password, they can reset it for you. If you want to reset your password, you can go to personal information here where we went earlier, and you can change your personal settings, and I believe this is where you change your password. Not there. Okay. Let's see. Oh, here you can put your picture under personalize my settings. This is nice, and I would appreciate if you do that, because when you are working on the discussion board, it shows your face. So add a picture there. Okay, somewhere on here. Okay, you guys can find it. It's somewhere in here is where you change your password. You can edit your password. Okay, so let's go back to the class. We looked at the syllabus. Let's look at the course schedule. So this class goes from June 6th to July 3rd. And so what we've done is we've gone from 16 weeks to 4 weeks. And in a 16-week class, what we do is we have one chapter is due per week. Okay, so like this chapter 1 would be week 1, chapter 2 would be week 2, so on and so forth. So we've compressed that. Normally you spend 6 hours per week in a classroom, like sitting at a class, if you had an actual class with me on campus. And I'm gonna pull this up because it does the calculations for us. So you would want to spend, and actually I put 5 hours. So regular term requires a minimum of 5 hours per week devoted to the course. But for our summer class, you're required a minimum of 16 hours per week devoted to course materials. And sometimes it can be more. So I want to make sure that you know that, because if you have a full-time job and a family, just be aware so that your family is aware that you're going to spend a lot of time working on this class. And again, it depends how much you know about programming, how hard or easy this class is going to be. So I've opened assignment 0. You want to do this assignment in the very, very first day it's due. I only give you 1 day to do it. And what I ask you to do is, the first step is go under personal information and make sure your email address is correct. I ask you to print the course schedule. Go to the discussion board and introduce yourself. Print the syllabus, read it, and complete the syllabus quiz. And then you're going to set up whatever compiler you're going to use, whether it's NetBeans or Eclipse. You want to install the JDK and set up one of those, and then you're done with assignment 0. So I'm going to fix this, and here I'm just going to say set up your system, your computer. Under this assignment 0 folder, the way that we got here was under lab assignments. You have all the instructions for installing Java, and also the Java IDE, whichever one you choose. Then you also here have the syllabus quiz. Once you start the quiz, you have to finish it. You can't stop and start later. So that is assignment 0, and that's due the first day. Don't want the help. with the course schedule. Okay, so then also on the first day of class, you're going to read chapter 1 and complete the chapter 1 quiz. There's no lab for chapter 1. This goes over a history of computers and programming languages. It talks a little bit about ASCII code, and I think it may talk about hexadecimals, which is how we save. It's the numbers or the system that we use to access memory. And so you're just going to read the chapter, take the quiz. If you go here under lab assignments, I have set up a folder for each chapter. So for chapter 1, you have instructions. So the first thing that you want to do is you always click on the instructions first. Okay, so click on the instructions and then read what you're supposed to do. So it tells you read chapter 1, watch the videos, take the quiz. These are the objectives of your chapter. This is an overview of what the chapter is about. So I always provide some videos that go with the chapter. And in this one, it doesn't have everything that your chapter talks about. I just added some videos that might help you a little bit. For example, a video to help you understand ASCII, and just brief history of computer programming and Java, which are important for you to know before you start taking Java. But read the chapter because there's a lot more information than these 3 videos. If we go to course schedule, then we have on the second day, you're going to begin chapter 2 and complete lab 1. You get 2 days to do this, so June 7th and 8th. From then on, I give you 2 days for each chapter. Okay, so you're going to, if you see that you can complete this in 1 day, go ahead and start the next one, because you want to give yourself as much time later on in case you get stuck or with the harder chapters. So if you see that you can complete chapter 2 in 1 day, then go on to chapter 3. So here says chapter 2. So what you'll do is you'll go to lab assignments, you'll click on chapter 2, and you'll open your instructions. Again, it's going to give you a chapter overview, chapter objectives, read the comments that I have here, and then here's the assignment. Okay? Now, you can read chapter 2 and then watch the videos, or you can watch the videos and then read chapter 2. Either one. But there is a section in your book that talks about debugging that I really, really want you to read, and it's not in any of the videos. But let's take a look at the videos. These are really important, okay, because some of you are new to Java, new to running the programs. If you decide to use NetBeans, click on this link. And if you decide to use Eclipse, click on this link. And the videos will talk you through on how to run your first program. You're just going to run a Hello World Java program. These are all the videos that you need to watch. These are all the topics that are in your book. And the nice thing about these videos is that I did not create the videos like I did for the Swift class, but these videos I try to get just from different sources, and they actually type in the code and run it, so it's a lot better than just reading a book, because you don't see, there's nobody talking, nobody showing you how to type it in and run it. So this is really nice. Okay, so each chapter will have a set of videos. And then this is where you submit your lab, and this is your chapter 2 quiz. And again, the chapter 2 quiz is 4 points that go towards the class. So you have to complete it. Okay, so then you just go on through all the lab assignments. There's actually 13 13 chapters that we're going to cover. We don't cover chapter 12. And then these are the written assignments, which are under the discussion board. This is your first discussion board, introducing yourself. Again, like I said earlier, if you want to subscribe to a discussion, you click on the subscribe button and it sends you an email with a notification that somebody has posted in the discussion. Okay? To get full points on all your discussions, you have to post and you have to reply to somebody else's post. So make sure you read everything. And okay, and then the exams are found here. Midterm and final. The midterm exam and the final exam are open the entire semester, even though they're set here for a certain time. So it's set here for June 18th. You can take it before June 18th, or you can take it after June 18th. It just has to be taken by July the 3rd. Now, July 1st is really important here because it is the last day that you can submit any lab work. So I want all lab work by the 1st. And then all you have to finish is your final exam. So no labs after the 1st because the 3rd is the last day and I've got to get everything graded by that time. Under Gradebook/tools, yours is going to look a little different. I'm going to hide all these things. And what you're going to see is my grades. So this is where you actually look at what you made on a lab or an assignment, and next to it there's usually a bubble. If you didn't make the full 50 points or how much ever it's worth, then I will leave a comment and let you know why. Okay, so I need to clean this up, so you just have that, and that's it. That's basically it for the class. Just email me if you have questions. Make sure that when you email me, you give me the course number and you send me screenshots of your assignment. Don't just tell me chapter 1 exercise 3. I may not have the book with me and you want me to get back to you right away. So send me a screenshot of your exercise that you have problems with, that you have questions on. Send me the .java file you're working on. Send me everything possible that I can help you, and I can help you debug. I can tell you what's the next step or what's going wrong, something's not working. But I can't do that if you don't send me the files. Okay, so I like to have Java files so I can run things, screenshots of what the exercise requires, your question, that just be really specific. Okay, and the more specific you are, the faster I can help you. A lot of times I check my emails on my phone and people will just say this page and this exercise, and then I have to wait. It could be that evening or the next day because I don't have the book with me. So, okay, guys. Well, good luck with the class, and I will hear from you through email, hopefully. Okay? Thank you.